Hello Aries and Aries Rising, welcome to my esoteric channel. This is Kat with your May tarot reading. Please keep in mind these are very general energies that are influencing everybody with a strong Aries in their chart. So therefore there might not it might not resonate with all of you. But what I see for you Aries here in the month of May, I think you should focus on money and finances and everything material and practical. You started your new solar cycle in the end of March, and now I think you should shift your focus to making money and growing your investments and that kind of thing. However, what I see here at the core of your reading, you have the Emperor in reverse. So I like to see this, that you decided to show up in your own reading, because the Emperor represents Aries in tarot, but you do have it in reverse. So this tells me that there's something, if this is you, something is off. So it's either that you are exhausted, you're physically weak, or there is something that you're dealing with that's kind of throwing you off balance. You're not your usual self. Because normally Emperor is somebody who is a strong, dominant personality, who's a leader, who takes charge, who is very organized, who's great with money and handling and decision making, whatever the situation might be. In reverse, there's a sense of weakness. Could be either physical or even weakness of character. So maybe something is, you're dealing with something that is throwing you off balance. You don't feel your usual self. And if this is not you, this simple might represent somebody, an authority figure in your life, or somebody important like your significant other or your boss or somebody important. And you're dealing with a situation here where there might be a conflict of some kind, or disputes, quarrels, even possible jealousy, because you do have the confirming energy here as Eight of Wands, which this normally would mean some swift development, some news that come in very fast. This would be great for relationships, for business projects. There's a lot of growth normally that comes with this. However, in reverse, there's a sense of delay and some kind of blockages. And also when it comes to relationships, there might be jealousy or some kind of disputes. So for those of you who are in committed relationships, there might be like marital disputes or jealousy or those kind of things. What you have influencing you from your recent past, I pulled Empress for you, which is a beautiful card. It's an energy that's all about love, prosperity, family. It's great for money. So there is a sense of harvest. So many of you had some kind of harvest that came in just recently. Whether this was in a form of a relationship or a family, there might have been a pregnancy, or actually many of you might still be dealing with pregnancy right now. But so there's a sense of growth, happiness, love, and prosperity, and this is what's still influencing you here in the month of May. However, it's because you do have both husband and wife, but one is upright and one is in reverse. I would have to say that for those of you in actually in any relationship, doesn't have to be love relationship only, but it seems to me that in the month of May there is you don't see eye to eye. You're not on the same page with whether this is your love partner or business partner, because one is upright, one is in reverse. So there's something you have to deal with, and as I said, there might be some quarrels, disputes over something. If this is work related, there might be some projects that you're disputing or you're quarreling about something you can decide. So that kind of thing. And then going forward in your near future, there is Three of Swords, which this is a heavier energy. It actually many times it means broken heart. It it might mean sadness, separation, or simply confusion. You're thinking about past errors or mistakes, or you're analyzing something that's causing you pain emotionally, something that was very dear to your heart. So because I see triangulation here, you have several threes. You have Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Empress is a three. I would say there is a strong indication here of a triangulation. So some of you might be involved in a love triangle. Some of you, this might relate to business triangle, meaning that there's more than two parties to a business contract, and one of them will feel cheated out. So there is a sense of unfairness when it comes to some business dealings or some kind of projects and planning. Or, as I said, if we're talking love relationships, then, and I'm not saying that all of you are involved in love affair, but there's definitely an opportunity here to be involved in a triangle. So careful, because there is a sense of jealousy or some kind of confusion here at least. However, I really like your foundation. You do have Eight of Cups in reverse, which this means happiness. So this is where you operate from. You want happiness, you want joy, there's a sense of celebration, feasting, but this came after something that you've been through, some emotional disappointment, and you abandoned maybe relationships or ideas or something that was dear to your heart, and you decided to let go and be happy. That's what you want. However, I still think that you're still using something, and it still might be causing some heartache going forward. In the position of your thoughts, you have, with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, there is a message here to be careful, because you might be losing either a dear friend, important person in your life, or even like a possession of some kind. You do have the World in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So these two together, normally there is a strong indication of traveling and foreign lands. Now, because both of them are in reverse, there is a chance of this not going smooth, or there is something that might go wrong. We do have Mercury retrograde for a good part of the month. So do be careful, because this might actually mean theft of something very valuable, or, as I said, it might mean that there is a loss of somebody, or simply you might be actually, you already are realizing and thinking about that you will have to release an idea, a project, or a person that's no longer good for you, or no longer meant to be in your life. And the reason why I'm saying it also, because you do have Wheel of Fortune here as the outcome. So everything that happens in the month of May, there's a sense of fate and destiny here. The way other people see you in the month of May, Aries, with the World in reverse, there is a sense of change around you. There is your people might be noticing that you're slightly, maybe you're acting out of character. Maybe that's the weakness here. Something is off. This also might mean that, because this is normally a card of success, increase, happiness, travel. In reverse, there is a bit of a blockage, a delay, even the need to be alone. There is a sense of a certain cycle being completed. So I think you do realize this already, that something is maybe coming to an end, and something you have to release to be able to move to another level. So, and then when it comes to your environment, so people around you, whether this is your loved ones, your friends, or coworkers, there should be a good influence, somebody around you of possibly an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or somebody who at least have characteristics of these signs. Great with money, great with bizarre. This person has her own or his own business. There would be very helpful to you in the month of May. So maybe, as I said, there might be a need to make a decision and you're unable to decide for some reason, or maybe you're just confused about something. Then there should be a person around you. If you need help, if you need advice, definitely talk to a person who is very grounded. When it comes to your hopes and fears, with Three of Pentacles, another money card. So you would like to be recognized for your talent, your skills. You also would like to be included in or connected to the right people to be able to showcase your talents. And so this is very nice to see, because there is a sense of growth and prosperity that comes with this. So for the younger of you, this would be great to, if you're still at school, university, or you're taking some special course or something, this is great because you will be able to be recognized one day for your knowledge. And then, as I said, as the outcome, you have Wheel of Fortune. This is especially upright. This means that the wheel is turning. So even though you might be stuck with some decision or some disputes with somebody, this means that things are as they should be. Now, whether this is good or bad depends on your own situation, but generally, again, another indication that you're completing a cycle. So the Wheel of Fortune, together with the World, definitely something is coming to an end. And I think that would explain also this, that there is still something maybe you need to release, as I said, whether it's a person or it's a certain idea. So you have to change the way you think or change your plans for the future. So there is still something you have to let go. But once you do that, there is this sense of destiny and increase coming in for you. And then the energy that's influencing you is very similar to the King of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, that's why I said at the beginning, I think the best thing for you for the month of May is just to focus on the money. Money, career, finances, investments, real estate transactions, just to feel that you have stability in your life, work on your foundations. This means all that, plus this is also possibly somebody that might be very loving and caring. This could be a woman, but it doesn't have to be woman only. Again, of an earth sign, so similar to this person here. Very good influence on you, and there is also a sense of fertility. So again, maybe many of you will be focusing on family, children, and that kind of thing. So I wish you a lovely month, and I will talk to you next month.